Hello, my fellow Soul Gardeners. I've got a great announcement. Tomorrow, in 24 hours from now, we've got Soul Garden Live, our first Ustream live series from the studio. We're going to do this once a month. I've got guests in the studio. We're going to gossip. There's a chat room so I can answer your questions. Totally live, totally unplugged. Who knows what will happen? I may even cuss. So come on down. It's free on the mothership, soulgarden.tv. Click on Soul Garden Live, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's 9:30 Eastern. I'll see you there live tomorrow. Hello, Cancer, and welcome now to Tuesday. Well, it's a sunny day, it's a professional day, and it's a social day. Probably some social networking to put it all together. Your home planet, the moon, has progressed now to Taurus, so emotional focus is now on your social life. That is your sphere of influence, your people, your friends, your groups, your organizations, all of your friends on Facebook, the people following you on Twitter. You get it. So you're emotionally sensitive in that circle. Try not to overreact to something in the pond, or in the same regard, great time to emotionally invest. This is a persuasive time, a good time for putting that brilliant tweet up that you've been sitting on for a long time. Zip into the sun. We are in Chapter 2 of Sun and Aries. This month the Cancers are working on career and legacy. And any minute now, I'm predicting a profound epiphany or understanding when it comes to your career. The Sun is beginning its cross over Jupiter. This is an annual event. Of course, this is the first time in 12 years that the Sun has crossed Jupiter in Aries. This is an expansion of ego, an expansion of identity, and for you, an ego identity as it relates to career. So the universe is likely going to introduce you to your potential here in the next few days. That could be the potential of where your career could go, where your industry could go, what would happen if you went back and retrained, potential as far as potential in your company. It could be something as simple as a conversation with human resources and you realize you have a huge potential in your current organization. But a vacuum is going to open up when it comes to career legacy, and you will likely see where you can grow, where you have not grown, and what is potentially available to you. And that, of course, creates hunger, desire, and need, and that's what Jupiter does. Now, it looks like Uranus, which just entered into Aries, is going to spend 7 years following up on this epiphany. So as you can tell, this is a big time for Cancers and their careers. It's going to be interesting to watch. Lindsay Lohan, who's been in trouble in her career, and even Tom Cruise, who's a Cancer, see where his goes with all this energy in career. We'll have to watch together. Well, it's Tuesday, and that means it's time for Just Ask Us. So as you're focusing and pondering on career, you can also watch Angelo and Lauren. Today, a Soul Gardener writes in asking about suddenly she can see spirits where she hadn't seen spirits before. Pretty crazy. Suddenly you're seeing things you weren't seeing. See what Angelo and Lauren have to say about that and the ability to see. And also they talk about the iPhone 4 and Verizon. And Angelo has some predictions of his own on where that will go. They are live and wise everywhere Soul Garden streams. All right, Cancer, that's all I have for today. Tomorrow you have an opposition coming up between career and survival. Could be sticky. Until then, live, love, be. Soul Garden.